Hey, what's up, Blink-182 fans? Tom Delonge here. Many of you may know me formerly as a punk rock musician, but at 40 years old, I finally found out that my true calling in life is advanced theoretical nuclear physics, of which I have no real background or experience. But I'm very serious and very dedicated to getting these super secret advanced alien technologies out to the public. Now that some people have tried to draw attention to the fact that the government insiders I'm working with aren't pushing for disclosure, just confirmation. Confirmation of what, you might ask? Well, all my excellent research that I've been doing for 20 or maybe 5 years. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you anything about it because it's so top secret. I just know way too much that all I can tell you is that I have these very high level sources from the Pentagon who selected me to lead their team because I'm just like so good at researching and figuring this stuff out. Here, I just look at this admitted and obvious CGI rendering of a TR-3B that I brought up as my primary piece of evidence on Joe Rogan's podcast. But I'm like so good at researching this stuff that these military generals were like, "Who are you?" They thought I was like Edward Snowden or something. They honestly didn't know that I was just a punk musician from a band called Blink-182. So I just want everyone out there to know that these former government spooks are totally trustworthy. And even though their job used to be telling lies and keeping secrets with misinformation that when they worked for the government, now that they're working with me, they can absolutely 100% be trusted to tell the truth. And I'm going to keep them on that path with my uncanny ability to sort fact from fiction. We're going to be launching a UFO entertainment company that also does aerospace and science research. We even have a former Skunk Works director on our research team who left Lockheed Martin to help us build an anti-gravity starship using reverse engineered alien technology. He knew that I would be the perfect partner for this project because I'd watched a couple Bob Lazar videos on the internet and now know things about anti-gravity and element 115 that I can't even tell you or talk about. So please buy stock and invest in my company, and whatever you do, don't look into our financial profile of the SEC filings for our company, or pay any attention to the video that UFO Seekers recently posted talking about my last failed hot dog company and that $400,000 loss we've absorbed into this current venture using some clever accounting practices. I'm going to be super responsible with that money this time. Anyways, unlike Stephen Greer from the Joe Rogan Experience podcast episode number 331, almost 4 years ago now, whose spiel is almost identical to my own, unlike Sirius and the Orion Project, To the Stars is actually going to be different and not just another time-tested, tried-and-true money-making scheme preying on the UFO community because it's an easy target, full of gullible people who truly want to believe. That's not what I'm doing here in the middle of all this, and it's definitely not something that the government would ever think up. I mean, come on. Who would ever think to get a bunch of deep state intelligence spooks to leave their jobs and join forces with a self-important rock star with an overinflated ego that they could pump up with confirmation bias and use as a vehicle for disinformation and counterintelligence? I mean, what? Because that's definitely not at all what's going on here, I don't think. And even if it was, I probably wouldn't be able to talk about that either. Hey guys, I just want to say, what's up all the sheep out there who believe all this nonsense? Bah!